Good morning. It's Friday. It's 8:35 in the morning, the 25th of October, 2024. This morning I want to talk about something that crossed my mind last night about having to do with because I'm so stuck in the middle of all this volunteer stuff right now. I've helped everybody I can help. I'm trying to build up for a next disaster, but it's looking like this is going to be an ongoing disaster. So I'm trying to decide what I want to do here, and I'm not getting any input from anybody that I've asked. If I try to help people out now in this disaster, after running out of everything that I had before, I started working for this next disaster. If I use that next disaster stuff for this one, I may not can replace it in time for some future event because of something I learned yesterday. And nobody's going to come to the chat and talk. So this is I'm just recording this on the camera, and I'm going to talk a couple minutes and upload it, and I'm going to check it through today, see if anybody's made a comment. Because I really can't decide. So I've got let me get mine. I've got almost 25 prep kits, 29 hygiene kits, 25 bath sets, and I've got some PPE kits. I got a good many. I don't know the count number on that just yet. And I've got about 12 small first aid kits that I've obtained. And I'm working on, when I say camp cook sets, these are the little 2-cup deals when you get a pot and a pan and a lid that goes on the pot. I got 2 of those that I'm gonna give. Another 1 or 2 coming. They said they had 2. Let's see, because sometimes this company I ordered from doesn't send all of your order. You get whatever they've got on hand. So I'm not going to say no names or nothing because it's not a bad thing because they got such a discount. You get whatever they got. If you order 10 and they got 6, you get 6, but you get 6 at a better price than if you'd have bought 10 because they do a slide scale thing. I don't understand it, but it works. How they figure up things. So I'm looking at being. So what I want to do next, and it probably won't be no more this month. I'm kind of done for this month. I'm looking into buying like cotton weave thermal blankets. You put your Mylar on, you put that on. Then maybe a bivy sack. Now you're getting up into some money because one person at a time, you get a twin. A whole family could wipe out probably what I'm going to have to start with on twin blankets. because I'm kind of thinking one per person. And if it's a whole family, I won't be able to do but one family at a time. Because you're looking at about, you figure $20 a pop for a blanket, because I can't find any in a bulk system to save any money. And with no donations, that's pretty rough. And we personally don't have anything used in blankets and stuff that we haven't already sent somewhere in the past. So I'm going to have to buy new ones. And I'm not going to go like overboard into buying stuff that I end up hurting things around the home out of our home finances. Because people will donate to a church. I get it. I understand it. But they don't want to see or hear or talk about who they won't cover. And I just can't abide that shit. I can't abide it. So I don't. I've heard there are begging for blankets as it gets colder up in the mountains. And I'm unable to help with that. All this stuff's just gone. So where is all of this stuff that got washed? Is it at the bottom of all the rivers? Just got soaked and sank? Can you not go out and regather things, even if it's not yours, so just one less person that has without? You don't want to use it because it got washed away? Don't you know how to clean and sterilize shit and put it back into working order? You just want to sit and wait on everybody to get you everything you've got. If everything was washed away, it's out somewhere. Somebody's going to have to pick it up, clean it if it's not electronics, and reuse it. I'm not understanding something here. I know in a flood type situation, you can't reuse that shit. But if you're talking you lost your home and somebody can walk along the banks of where the flood left it, there's no reason you can't get up the silverware, anything else from anything that was washed away until you got enough for yourself, and you go home with your scavenged items and you clean them up and reuse them. I don't understand why you can't do this thing. Even clothes and shit. It may be stained or something from the water and whatever, or, maybe they got ripped. I understand. But everything doesn't get stained. Everything doesn't get ripped. And when you don't have, you make do with what you can get. Or you don't have. And you can't put everyone at risk that is trying to get you stuff to go into such a risk to cover you. This all goes back to being prepared or not for all situations. If you didn't know what that meant and you lost your home, and you don't know what it means to prepare for all situations, that you've got a cache of shit somewhere that you can go get the basic necessities of what you need for you and your household, whether it's just you or 4 or 5 of you, wife and children or whatever. You're negligent. I don't care if you want to hear that or not. That's a fact. In areas that have never been hit with a dam disaster, you should have been exponentially aware and prepared for something. Because everybody's getting something anymore. The cause doesn't even matter. Take care of your damn selves first. Maybe if you spend less time shopping and going out to eat some damn where, maybe you could buy a little preparedness shit and make sure it can't get washed away or something. What does that mean? Figure it out. Here's what I'm talking about. Get you a drum that has the ring on top. Okay? A drum, like a 55-gallon drum. It has the ring on top that lets you take the top lid off. Put your items that you're going to prepare and want to save for anything, no matter what, in that drum. Get your drum on a hand truck and take it wherever you got, if it's your property. Sink it down in the ground. I don't care if you lay it down or you sink it straight up and down, up, or put it in a gully. It's not necessarily a rain gully, just a low area. Lay blocks and shit all over it. Fill it full of fucking concrete on the outside if you have to. The object is to keep it from rolling or washing away. Put you some caulk on that ring, on the lid. Put your ring back on it, and that shit'll be there as long as you leave it there. You understand what I'm saying? You just made a cache of supplies. It'll be there 100 years from now if you leave it there. In a steel drum. There's no reason that you can't put up supplies that are non-perishable in a manner that you can't lose it no matter what the disaster is. I've done this for my family. That's above and beyond anything that I keep in the house. I did that. We could lose everything around this property. I know where there's a drum at I can go get. And inside that drum are two self-defense weapons for me and the wife. With what we need for them. And a fighting knife, one apiece. If they're needed, they're needed. And let me tell you something else. If you can't do some simple bullshit like that, and you lose all your possessions, if you live in a subdivision and it gets washed away and you've done nothing somewhere, it's going to soon get to where there's nobody's going to be able to help you. You better be thinking, and you better be thinking hard about what you're going to do to put some items up so that you can't lose every fucking thing. You just need help with a few things, maybe. It's fixing to be 15 minutes. I wanted to keep this video short. I really want some comments on what I should do right now, because I'm struggling with it, because I want to help people. This is Larry Fulmer. I'm out. Thank you.